Broadcasting from the Fence One studio, 94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
I said, Tony, yeah! Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning. It's local and it's here. Tony in the Morning Show. Tony Terrell, your best girlfriend. Thank you for starting your day with us.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Welcome to it. It is Monday. We're back at it. And of course, today, the last day to register to vote.
The last day to
Gotta get it in.
You know what happens if they don't go vote? They not like us.
They not like
us. Y'all better go register. Y'all not like us. Step your game up, Tennessee Valley. Let's get it.
Let me tell you, you know what? It's like a competition right now. Not just for the ones that are running for the presidency. It's state to state. Like, I want to outdo Michigan. I want to outdo Georgia. I want us to outdo.
We got to outdo Tennessee.
We do.
Come on.
We do.
Yeah.
So people are already early voting. We don't have early voting here, but we can just keep an eye on the numbers.
Watch what they do.
Right. So when we do go vote, we can outdo them.
We can let them know that they not like us.
And you know what? Even if we were to get just one person more than them, we win.
We win. That's it. All it takes is one.
Yeah, so please be encouraged to vote. If you've been watching all the rhetoric, you should want to vote, depending on what episode of life you want to live in.
Yeah. Facts. You live in the past, looking towards the future.
You know, I mean, we have a lot of things that are futuristic, things that we dreamt of many decades ago are happening now with technology.
Right.
But as far as humans, you're trying to take us back to a time like what?
As a young kid told me once, you're trying to take us back to the 1900s.
Honestly speaking, they're trying to take us back to the 1800s, and that's scary. That is very scary. But you probably wouldn't know about that because they're taking away all the books of education about the history of the United States out of our schools and out of our libraries. There's another problem right there.
Right, they're trying to delete the history. Right in front of us, though. That's the crazy thing.
Vice President Kamala Harris shared a story about how she, when she was in college, where she attended Howard University, HU, right? And that she worked at McDonald's to help her put herself through school. Since then, his orangeness puts on a McDonald's apron and goes and starts cooking fries. Yes, he did. This competition is so childish. And you know what? I apologize to the children because I don't even want to put it on them. It's just ludicrous. It's insane. What are we doing? I want somebody that has a brain, a sane mind, someone that is focused on the betterment of the country, someone who cares about my income, someone who cares about my housing,
cares about my income,
cares about my food intake, who cares about my rights as a woman.
Right.
Someone who just cares about people.
Not someone who has to act like they're relatable.
Oh my God. There you go. There you go.
Not someone that has to act like they're relatable. That's crazy.
I'm fired up.
Puts on a McDonald's uniform just so he can act like
because he knows he's never had a job like that. He knows he doesn't work like the blue collar workers that most of us are. He knows that he doesn't know how to even feel and even imagine how it feels to work the hours that people work over. And I put in more than 40 hours here. A lot of people think that I just do a radio show. Ooh. It's a no. And I promise you, ladies, I promise you I'm getting paid less than the men that do the same job that I do, and I do it so much better.
Tony in the Morning Show on 94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking back in the day.
Back.
Well,
back in the day, Valerie Thomas, an American scientist and inventor who patented the illusion transmitter in 1980 after she saw an illusion that involved concave mirrors and light bulbs in a museum. She became curious, and that's how she got involved. And you might say she's responsible for all that. with her work at NASA. That's Black in the Day. On this date, back in the day in 1972, my man, Curtis Mayfield, hit number 1 with Superfly. Yes. It was 1986 that Cameo released its timeless single. Everybody ready to do a slide to Candy?
Just like Candy.
Madonna's sex book goes on sale on this date in 1992, in case you want to catch up. And The Firm, featuring Dr. Dre, Nas, Foxy Brown, and AZ dropped their one and only pretty clever title, The Firm, the album, on this date in 1997. Celebrities celebrating birthdays and famous people, too.
Reality TV queen, fashion mogul, social media darling, and Ye's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, celebrating her birthday today, as well as model, actress, and activist. And she was with Kanye West and Major West Khalifa, Amber Rose. Hitmaker, pop star Doja Cat, and one of my favorite judges, Judge Judy, is celebrating her birthday today. And in memoriam, we have Dizzy Gillespie, born on this date in 1917. One of the greatest jazz trumpeters of all times. His enormous cheeks were just as famous as his music. Carrie Fisher, born on this date in 1956. She's known for her portrayal of Princess Leia in the Star Wars series. And Celia Cruz, born on this date in 1925. One of the most popular Latin singers of the 20th century. And she's the queen of salsa. Find more celebrity birthdays on our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
And today is National Apple Day. So what's your favorite apple?
Crisp green.
Fuji. All right. That's Back in the Day, back in the day. Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning and DJ Prime Time 256 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Last day to register to vote. You can go to vote.org to make sure you take care of business. And it is time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. If you're looking for a job, well, Huntsville Utilities is hiring. They're looking for commercial service specialists, welders, senior engineer, gas operators, and water plant operator too. For this and other good news in the neighborhood, check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The good news in the neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M. Start here. Go anywhere.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning and DJ Prime Time 256 94.1 WHRP.
Last Saturday, I decided I would participate with the Ribbon Run downtown Huntsville 5K Survivor Walk. Wanted to walk in honor of my aunt Ruth, who actually is a 13-year survivor. Can you believe at 75 years old, she found out that she had breast cancer, which tells you that at any given time, it doesn't matter what your age is. You know, breast cancer can affect you early in life, late in life. The thing of it is, the good news is, she does the self-examination, always doing the mammogram. And I remember that phone call, and she said, "I don't want you to worry. I'm a survivor." She claimed it right away. And 13 years later, she is still here with us. And so finally, usually I'm doing other events, to fundraise for breast cancer awareness. This time I had an opportunity to do the Ribbon Run. It's 21 years old, Liz Hurley's Ribbon Run. So, and Survivor Walk. And I did that with my family friends here. And Shady Baby.
But I said, how was it with Shady Baby?
Shady Baby was dope. Shady Baby was dope. So Shady Baby had a wagon. Yeah, because she got little tiny legs.
See, that's one thing about kids. When they see other people walking, they want to get up there. And
walk. She had on her little ribbon shirt and her pink jacket and everything, and a pink hat. She was dope. So now she wants to get out. Now we had a really good pace. We were doing really well. I thought, man, I'm doing good with these old bones.
Get it in.
Oh man, I was reminded that I have hips.
They get the burning, don't they? It's different when you walk. It's
for that distance. And so I was reminded about my hips and my knee and backbone. But made it. And Shady Baby wanted to walk, and so that kind of pulled us back a little bit in time. And we weren't like trying to break a record or anything.
Right.
But what was the best part of the Ribbon Walk Run? and the Survivor's Walk was seeing Shady Baby go over the little finish line. That was so great. That was so great. Up? She didn't put her hands up, but she, she's like, did I just make it?
I made
it. You made it, girlfriend. You're right. So, yeah, it was really, really sweet. And glad I did that. But more exciting yesterday was the championship, and this is what kept me up last night.
WNBA? The New York Liberty?
So the Minnesota Lynx, they have won 4 championships, and they were going for number 5. The New York Liberty has never won a championship in 28 years. Finally, they get the ring.
Oh, my God.
It was so, in OT.
And it was a close game. Like
it was so close.
Series, 3-2 series.
Yeah. I kept saying if Williams on the Minnesota Lynx team, if she can just hit, if the ball could just go in, they're gonna lose. New York's gonna lose. She couldn't make it. Every time the ball went to the basket, bounced out. I felt sorry for her. She's a great player on the Minnesota Lynx. But congratulations to the Liberty. Finally, they get the win. Ellie in the game. We're going to have a big parade, too.
Now, you hear about the baseball, though.
I did hear about the baseball.
Baseball championships.
Yeah, because this was a pretty interesting situation. You have the New York Mets and the Yankees trying to go to the big World Series, right? Well, looks like that's only one team's going to go, and this year's the New York Yankees.
The Yankees.
Don't they always pay for their team?
You can't get mad. Baseball has a lot of money. Baseball's one of the highest American play sports.
They got a lot of money.
But the Yankees are like the Cowboys. When you talk about money.
Why are we talking about them?
I'm just saying, you can't mention the NFL without mentioning the Cowboys. We talk about big name sports.
We're not talking about
brands.
We're not talking about NFL. We're talking about
the Yankees.
We're talking about
brand. That's why they got the most money.
We're talking about Major League Baseball.
They got the most money.
What does that have to do with
Shout out to the Dodgers, okay?
Right.
That's where real baseball's played out in California.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, nonetheless, here we have a West Coast, East Coast World Series, which is always a lot of fun. The New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers will be going to bat for the big pennant. We'll see who's going to win. Game 1 will be on Friday. Of course, I'm going for the Dodgers.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Are you crazy?
That's a Cowboy fan over there.
And Kenny Anderson is probably saying Yankees.
Yeah, he's
Yankees.
Definitely going for anything New York.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning and DJ Prime Time 256 94.1 WHRP. The latest gossip headlines.
Ooh, no, they didn't.
Tony's Tattletales.
I can't believe they talking about that.
The latest gossip headlines.
They all up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletales.
Tattletale. Tony's Tattletale. Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletales.
People are on the stump, and Lizzo is one of them. Lots of celebrities coming out to stump for VP Kamala Harris in Detroit. Lizzo was out there doing her thing, and she says, "This is how a bad..." Yada, 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 yada.
Young lady.
Democracy. And, of course, she, like Usher, are out and about on these last few days to inspire folks to get out and vote. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. Sylvester Stallone. I'm talking about Rocky, you're all. Listen, he's 78 years old, and I caught it by accident. He was dancing to the classic More Love by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And when I tell you he got moves,
he got the Motown moves.
He got the Motown moves. Yes, he said he was caught off guard while going through his clothes and fitting for an upcoming project. And it was a great song, and he couldn't resist to bust a move.
Yeah, music can do that to you.
Rocky got moves for real. And the feds, well, looks like they figured out that Diddy has a couple of more cases.
God, it's crazy. That's like
every time you turn around, he's got another case.
It's like 218 cases for Diddy right there or something like that.
Yeah, I got a feeling he'll be spending the holidays at the Gray Bar Hotel.
They
sadly.
locked up, won't let him out.
It's not the word, it's what I heard, it's just tattletale.
Now you're in the know about other people's business. From Tony's Tattletales on 94.1 WHRP.
So folks are out here trying to get the vote on, but some people are being enticed.
Being enticed by the rich. This is the way the rich influences everything is
the 1%ers
insane.
who are trying to take over the world with his orangeness,
right,
and make all of us poor.
Talking about Elon
trying to put
Musk.
us in the bread line. But go ahead.
Elon Musk is offering a daily reward of $1 million to registered voters.
Nope.
Right? Just to register to vote in battleground states.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say he's trying to give away. He's already given away $2 million already.
So you have to be registered in Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, or Wisconsin to play this game. Now, there is a UCLA law professor and NBC News election law analyst who says that the initiative that he has together or has already, I guess he started this contest.
Yeah, he started already. Yeah,
is in violation. It's a violation of federal election laws.
Wow.
Which says that specifically one that says a person who pays or offers to pay or accepts payment for registration to vote or voting shall be fined not more than $10,000 and or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. So it's illegal to do that.
At the point in time where these type of antics got to get you to vote, you know something is wrong.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it where you become a Republican voter, swaying towards the right. Yeah.
But at the point in time to where you got to give $1 million for a person to get out there and vote, what do you think about everything that's going to be attached to that money? What's really behind it? Why are they really encourage you to go out there and want to give you $1 million to go vote?
It just tells you how valuable your vote is for those of you who are wasting it.
Yeah.
And the opportunity that you have to make a huge decision on how we're going to push forward in this country. But more importantly, I tell you what's attached to that payment.
What's that?
Prison. And a $10,000 fine.
Facts.
Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
I need you, can I feel you? See me when you hold yourself tonight.
Century Tonight, 94.1 WHRP.
I don't like the whole undertone threat there on that song. I just wanted to put that out there.
See me when you hold that part.
Yeah, because it's like, like you're going to miss me when you be holding yourself. No, I'm going to see someone else.
Oh, but then
Part two.
But then you cheating
tonight. No, I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
When you start coming at me like that.
See me when you hold yourself tonight.
See me when I lock you out the house.
Oh, but I still got a key.
Not since I had it changed for me.
So you locked me out. You locked me out. That's scary.
I'm a woman. I always think 2 more steps before you.
That's why I already cut off the utilities. Use them candles.
Get your clothes out the hefty bags outside.
It's okay. I bought new clothes anyway. Leave my clothes. I got allergies. Lady, I'm allergic to grass.
You know what?
My
Separations and divorce would be more pleasant if we just sung how we felt.
Yeah. You know what? That's not it. We got to come up with
Yes.
If you guys are getting ready to get divorced or you're breaking up, we've got a song for you.
We got a song for you.
We can sing your breakup.
Right.
Yeah. I don't love you no more.
I never liked your mama.
You see? You feel me?
Things like that.
It sounds so much better when you put it in the song.
It does.
I really hate your cooking.
I can't stand the way you breathe.
See?
Yeah, things like that.
That's easy. We can do that.
I think that. It sounds more pleasant. Well, it sounds like a kind of horror, too. We've got the horror movies coming out because we're counting down to Halloween. Did you see Smile 1? I've never seen it either. Smile 2 evidently was the big hit at the box office last weekend. And I've seen the trailers, and I'm like, it's a no for me. It is a no for me. Coming in at number 2 was The Bad Robot. I don't know anything about that. Another horror movie, Beetlejuice. You like that Beetlejuice?
I like Beetlejuice.
All right, came in at number 4.
Okay.
The Joker, who they thought was going to be a really, really big hit, is kind of like taking a dive, not attracting.
Yeah,
people,
I heard
right?
about that.
Yeah, they needed us to sing on that one. All right, so
Yo movie flopped at the box office.
all right. You buy yourself on that one. I don't mess with the scary people. Listen, a lot of people like to go to scary movies.
Yes.
And also the haunted houses.
And we got the best haunted house deals. Go head to our website, WHRPFM.com. Go to Sweet Deals.
Right.
And you can go to one of the scariest haunted houses in the nation, Arx Mortis.
Now, the cool thing about Arx Mortis is it is located in Killen.
The name sounds scary. It's located in Killen, Alabama, and they have 5 different stories. So you not only can you get scared once,
right?
You can get scared 5 different times. That is insane.
I visited the haunted house years ago. I think it's time I go back because I know they've done some new things.
I'm going back this week.
All right, get that half price discount on our website. $25 give you another $25 at WHRPFM.com. Just click on Sweet Deal.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. About to chop it up and break them down. Those complicated lyrics on old school jams and new ones too. It's the old school, new school lyric breakdown.
Well, here we are. It's Monday, and to jump things off, shake things off a little bit.
Yeah.
This is one of those songs that brings everyone together.
And it's one of those songs that's perfect for Halloween.
You have your backyard barbecues, your family gatherings.
Yeah.
People who have wedding receptions.
People that like this song make really, really good collard greens.
People who like this song make really good candy apples.
Ooh,
and
red velvet cake.
This particular song was dropped on this date in 1986. Where were you with your Jerry Curl juice?
I was crawling
on your collar at the party.
With your Jerry Curl juice on your collar at the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Bell bottoms flared.
Not in 1986, but nonetheless.
Not the bell bottoms?
Nah.
You know what? I'm showing my age.
You really are. Pampers, that is. All right. So taking it back with Cameo. Wow. Yeah.
Candy.
Yeah. It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk, even when you talk. It takes over me. You're so dandy. I wanna know, can you feel it too? Just like I do. Just like I do. Woo.
This stuff is starting now. It's the same feeling I always seem to get around you. There's no mistaking. I'm clearly taken by the simple mere thought of you.
This stuff is starting now. This stuff is starting now. This stuff is starting now. Woo. This stuff is starting now. Woo.
My eyes roll in my head. I toss and turn in my bed. In the morning, when I think about you, yes, I do. Simply put, you're the reason why even though I'm really shy, I attempt to look my best for you. Indeed, I do.
Okay, what are we talking about? Are we dreaming about something here? Or are we...
His eyes is rolling. It's got to be something scary. That's the only time your eyes roll in your head and you toss and turn in your bed because you're like, ah!
Because you affect me, fascinate me. I thank heaven for the things that you do, for the things that you do. It's like candy. You're so sweet. So sweet, you're so dandy. You're taking my appetite, but it's all right.
It's like candy. Candy. Ooh, vanilla. Oh, chocolate. Look real nice. Real nice. Wrap it up tight. You're so dandy. Would you mind if I had a little bit more of your time giving me a heart attack? What? It's the kind I like.
So basically, we're talking about trick or treat. We're talking about something wrapped in a little cellophane package, which we call candy.
Okay.
And it's so good when you start tasting the juices of the candy, your eyes start rolling in the back of your head.
Wait!
It's so dandy. It's candy.
It's like candy.
Broadcasting from the Fence One studio, 94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
I said, Tony, yeah! Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning. It's local and it's here. Tony in the Morning Show. Tony Terrell, your best girlfriend. Thank you for starting your day with us.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning. 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning, Magic City Classic Week, countdown to the big game on Saturday, and we're going to give you chances to win tickets. Keep listening for the cheerleaders to say, Go Bulldogs! And when you hear it, be caller number 9 between 6 and 10 a.m. on Tony in the morning. Plus, you might want to check in with Kevin Williams and, of course, Big Ant, because they'll give you a text to win contest opportunity to get those tickets. Yes, Magic City Classic. So, tell me about these clothes folks are getting from SeaWorld.
SeaWorld gave out some free clothes to some wet people. All right?
Wet people?
Yeah, so when you generally go to SeaWorld to go, people like the orcas.
You get splashed.
They go
sometimes.
around, they be splashing people.
Well, I've been to SeaWorld and got splashed by the...
And they didn't give you no free clothes?
No.
Let me tell you why.
Just wet.
Because you didn't get pooped on.
What?
So an orca dives down. Not too deep, but deep enough to poop into the water. Comes back up to the top and splashes the people in the crowd.
We really could have avoided the story.
But you got it. When you go out here to see some of these animals, you got to know what to expect. People want to be in a splash
Somebody's
zone,
having breakfast right now. They don't want to hear about
this. I'm
this.
not trying to ruin it, but if you get splashed, you don't want to get splashed in that. So, but long story short, after they got through gagging and throwing up, SeaWorld said, hey, come on down here. They knew something like this could happen. So they have a decontamination area.
Do they really?
They really do.
Oh.
So they gave them soap and water and some brand new SeaWorld
They had to take
clothes.
a whole bath and everything.
Yes, they did take a whole bath.
Oh, my gosh. That stinks.
That's what they said.
Right.
Only a little poop.
Listen, to make things a little bit better to listen to, Kansas City, Missouri will be the home, and this is an appropriate spot, for barbecue. The Barbecue Museum, the doors are going to open next year in the spring, and you'll get a chance to check it out. So, some folks are always claiming they got the better barbecue in the Carolinas, Memphis, Texas, and everything like that.
Alabama. Let me tell you, excuse me, you can't talk about barbecue without talking about Alabama.
Really?
I'm telling you, Alabama has the Alabama white sauce, right? We vote in Alabama and we make barbecue in Alabama.
Why's your voice changing?
hey, I tell you what you're going to do, Tony. We're going to put some Alabama white sauce on these ribs. Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. And now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
Simply register to vote. Simply register to vote, because your voice and your choice is a really big deal. It really is. You have an opportunity to be one of the millions of people to make change in this country. Today's the last day to register to vote. Don't waste that grand opportunity to make change. All right, register to vote at vote.org. That is your motivation and inspiration. 94.1 WHRP.
Listening from the Fence One studio, 94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
I said, Tony, yeah! Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning. It's local and it's here. Tony in the Morning Show. Tony Terrell, your best girlfriend. Thank you for starting your day with us.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP. Listen to